going on, guys? Welcome to another episode, Random Sunset. I'm gonna keep it real brief this time, but see, we just left Black History Month. Many of us know it to be Black History Year, all right? Black History Country. But anyway, we're gonna talk about black issues. Black issues. What are some black issues we face in the community? What are some of the black issues we face in the world? Many of us know it's the obvious, okay? We deal with a lot of racism, all right? But I want to talk about black issues in a way that many of us don't talk about. Let's talk about the black issues that we face that we need to deal with, all right? A lot of the issues that we need to deal with, meaning on a personal level, as a community, as a race, all right? I was listening to one of my favorite artists growing up just the other day, Tupac. Many of y'all know of and heard of Tupac Shakur. All right, and I just want to dive straight into it, man. It was the album Until the End of Time, and Pac said, we went from, I'm quoting Pac lyrics, this is his lyrics. We went from brothers and sisters to niggas and bitches. That's an issue, man. That when I say issue, meaning that's something that we can change as the people, as a race. That's something we can change. I mean, we made it cool to be like, hey man, look man, that's my bitch. Oh, what's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like that same N-word is like the same thing a lot of our ancestors had to hear before they passed away and lost their life. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we some of the most coolest people and innovative people on this planet. And you know, shit, man, we make anything look good, man. I mean, even calling each other what they done called us for hundreds of years. The oppressor, I mean. They done called us that for hundreds of years. We took it and we call each other that. And now it's a form of greeting. But only we can do it amongst each other, you know? And I get that. That go up on the street code. But speaking of codes, let's talk about black Christian codes. All right? Many of you may have heard, many of you may have not. Black Christian codes. What are black Christian codes? All right? During the whole Civil War, during that whole Reconstruction era, meaning after we came out of the Civil War, if you don't know it, like I say, go behind and do your homework. Look into the history books. The northern soldiers up north, and when it comes to the United States of America, they was with the Union, and you know they wanted to doggone do without slavery, and you know they was coming into the age of and just the industrial age. You know, machines doing everything, woo de woo. Anyway, they was against slavery, and many of you may tell the story different. You may have heard of something else. Feel free to share it. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, the South was still big on, you know, the whole Confederate. You know what I mean? Doggone, these states is the Confederate. This is what we believe in. This is how we do things. Whoop de woo. But anyway, long story short, it was a war with the North and the South. That was the Civil War. You know, war amongst the citizens. All right. And anywho, after the emancipation, you know what I mean? Abraham Lincoln, he was in office at that time. You know, he emancipated the blacks. You know what I mean? Look, we're gonna get them legal rights. We're gonna free them. We're gonna get them liberty, not freedom, but liberties. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna free them. You know what I'm saying? In that sense, liberties. And the southern states, they were like, you know, boom, no, you know, like. In so many words, like I say, and like I say, go behind me. I'm not a scholar. I do these videos for entertainment purposes, but also to raise awareness. You know what I mean? But like I say, you had the you know, the Christian black codes put in place. Meaning, if you're gonna free them, does that mean they have the same rights as us as whites? They get to go and buy guns. They get to go and do it. They going like they got the same rights as us. Now, and that's where the Christian black codes came into place to say, you know what? Now that you've been emancipated or you know you've been liberated, if your ass gonna be walking around and doing things, you need to be up under the supervision of a white person. All right. So in other words, now that we done liberated y'all, think about it. where are they going to get jobs? They've been working on the plantation most of them. You know what I'm saying? They skilled workers, but where are they going to get jobs? You know, you got to raise the funds. You got to do this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? And you know, and they didn't. That was part of the Christian black codes to not congregate. We can't have them grouping up. You know what I mean? Like devising a plan. Whether it was whether they were scared that the blacks would overthrow them or wage war, they didn't want them to congregate. You know what I'm saying? And you had to be up under the supervision of a white person. So many of the black people that were emancipated, they had to, again, be up under the authority as whites. So it was it was basically a disguise. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna liberate you, we're gonna emancipate you, but it was a disguise. You know what I'm saying? Because you still up under their authority, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So if the white person that you up under, if they believe in Christianity, then you had to believe in Christianity, whatever God they believe in, whatever religion they believe in, whatever holidays they believe in, you had to take it and it had to become yours. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was. So to this day, these are a lot of the issues that we still face, because if you're going to ask the average black person, look, man, why do you celebrate Christmas? The majority of them that I ask, they can't give you no legit answer. They don't know why. They don't know why. You know what I'm saying? If you say, hey, why do you believe in Jesus? Or you go to asking them questions about Jesus, they get mad at you. So these are a lot of the issues that we face, meaning me as a person, if I come and I'm seeking answers, you know what I mean, and I'm asking questions, when you don't have the answer, when you don't have the knowledge, they tend to get mad. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of them, they like to hide behind, well, you don't question the Lord, you just follow it. And that's something they've been taught by the overseer from the slave masters, that and they've just been conditioned and stuck in those ways. So again, I'm just going back to say, the issues that we face is a lot of the ones that we have to confront, because many of us, like I got a Facebook page. I'm only on YouTube and Facebook, but I got a Facebook page, and people post all type of stuff. Don't forget how they did us. They chopped off our foot, our feet. They hung us. They burnt us alive. They fed our babies to alligators. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, not all whites are evil, but a lot of the white people, since I've been in this world, since I've been alive, it's a lot of hateful whites in the South. Not all of them, but it's a lot of hateful whites in the South. They won't give you no reason. They hate your guts. They hate your blood. They hate your color. They just hate. And they can't even tell you where it come from. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of time you may hear some black folk, respond to them or say that they the devil. You know what I mean? The white devil. You know what I mean? The blue-eyed devil. Because it's like you got to be an evil motherfucker to just wake up and just hate somebody. If somebody slapped your mama or robbed you or gave you a reason, and like I say, maybe we did give him a reason hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years ago. So I don't know, man. But something not right. And like I say, it's hard to get answers. It's hard to talk about it. It's like it's just a blame game. They point the finger, And anyway, I just want to get that message across to most the ones that label themselves black, that we can't keep pointing the finger at what happened in the past. I mean, we know what happened in the past, and if we got to go back to the past to free ourselves or to liberate ourselves mentally, or then we just got to do the best we can. And like I say, research, man, do our homework, because even like the Bible said, man, in the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, and if you look at that as a source of knowledge, and that's your go-to source of knowledge, it says it in the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people suffer from lack of knowledge. So therefore, when we don't know, that's what hurt us the most. Ignorance. All right? Not that you're dumb or stupid. Ignorance hurt us the most. Hate is a very low frequency. So I wouldn't dare tell any black person to say, you know what, hate them the way they hate us. I wouldn't dare do that. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, rise to the occasion, step your game up, and accumulate and obtain as much knowledge as you can. All right, I wouldn't dare, practice hate. Now, if a motherfucker hit you, hit them back. I'm with that Malcolm X. They hit you, hit them back. They shoot at you, shoot at them back. I mean, that's not promoting hate, but it's like you gotta get them motherfuckers up off of you. I mean, if that makes sense. And like I say, I hope it don't sound contradicting, but like I say, some other issues are us labeling ourselves black. You know what I mean? Like, us labeling ourselves black is a label. It's a color. No, you can't go to no country in this world and say, "Hey, I'm black." And then they say, "Oh, look, I'm black too." A lot of countries in Africa, they don't even identify themselves with being black. That's something that was made up. Like every time they come up with a new title, they just give it to us, and we always wait for them, like our oppressor, to come give us the answers and save us. So again, I want to get back to the point of that's a lot of the issue. We waiting on them to give us the answers and waiting on them to save us instead of saying, you know what, let's take advantage of the opportunity and read as much as we can. Let's learn as much as we can. Let's help each other out as much as we can so we can grow. Each one teach one, two teach four, four teach more, and then we can grow. And then, like you would think that would be the objective, but a lot of us are caught up and we're distracted and we're programmed and we got this slave mentality that we don't adopt it and that we wish to keep. And we don't know nothing outside of that and don't want to know nothing outside of that. So again, I would say go behind me, and this falls up on the law, knowing your nationality, knowing your ethnicity. All right, start doing research to figure that out, your ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? Learn about nationality. You know what I'm saying? And that way you don't go around telling people you black. Back in the day, they said we were Negro, and then that's what we took, and that's what stuck. Then they say we colored people, and then that's what stuck. And then around the 60s, early 70s, they say we African American, and then whatever they tell us, we just go with it. Man, many of us walking around this country, man, many of y'all doggone Native Americans, man. All right, Morocco. Find out what Morocco is. All right, find out about the treaty that we have with Morocco. All right, in Northwest Africa. All right, find out about Morocco over in Africa, northwest or the north part of Africa. All right, find out about Morocco and the treaty that Morocco have with them. You say America, but it's Morocco. You know what I mean? Find out about that. Find out how that works. Okay. Again, African American is a title. It's not who you are. Okay. So, like I say, these are a lot of our issues. And one second. But anywho, these are a lot of the issues that we face. We don't know from whence we came. We get frustrated. We deal with a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and a lot of us need to seek counseling or take mental health serious. All right, we really do. Again, back to degrading our women, disrespecting our doggone men. All right, you know what I'm saying? Not being there for our children, raising our boys to become men, raising our girls to become young ladies, and to be conducted and treated like that and demand your respect. These are the issues that we face that we have to step up to the table and deal with. So yes, I ain't gonna lie, the colonizer did a lot of dirt, did a lot of wrong, did a lot of evil deeds. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, man. They went down to South America, the ones that speak Portuguese down there, that's who colonized them, the people from Portugal. The people that speak French in Africa, the people that speak French or Creole in Haiti, that's who colonized them. You know what I'm saying? That's where the language come from. Look at Mexico. They speak Spanish. Well, the Spanish, that's who colonized them. Over in America, we speak English. That's who colonized us, all right? When you look at the British, you see what I'm saying? So, again, the colonizer going around lying, stealing, and cheating, and they on a rampage. You know what I'm saying? And hell yeah, that shit is, it's that's not in sync with harmony, man. It's not in sync, all right? It's just something that's very fishy about that, and I'm not saying that they angels and it's something wrong with that picture. It's a lot of even hate over there, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's not all of them. Some you can separate, say the blue-eyed blonde hair. Some would say the brown-eyed dark hair. It might be two different white folk we're talking about, but again, it's a lot of hate over there, you know what I mean? And like I say, we've been conditioned, and we got to come out of it. You know what I mean? We're in a place where we can now come out of it. We could have been, let's come out of it, and let's be held accountable, at least in our communities. Because like I say, if we was put in a poverty-stricken area, or many of us deal with poverty, whether you label it the ghetto, the hood, you know what I mean, the projects. Shit, we can keep our projects clean. We can keep our ghetto clean. Who the fuck coming there trashing it? Who doing that? That's what I mean by our issues. We can you don't have to live in no shitty environment. Like it's the mentality of the people. If you sit there saying this all I got to work with, a little matchbox apartment, a Section 8, keep your shit nice. You know what I'm saying? If you got a little hoop, keep it clean. Maintain your shit the best you know how. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep pointing the finger looking for a handout. Oh, the government, doggone the government breastfeeding a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on doggone government assistance when it comes to doggone food stamps. You know, so I know about that. You know what I'm saying? But use it as a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? To get you in a better place and for you to be able to do better for your people. You know what I mean? But not keep pointing the finger saying this. Damn, you're giving them too much power. Oh, the white man doing this to me, the white man. If you knew who you were, you won't want to be anything but who you are. You have to get back to the essence of self. And that starts with the individual. And that's the point I'm trying to make when I say black issues. And the only reason I'm using black, let me say carbonated. All right, carbonated people. I want to say Moors, but like I said, you got the Moors. You got the Native Americans. And, you know, you got different tribes. You know, so if you part of the Cherokee tribe or the Creek tribe and you know it, then I'm talking to you. Or if you part of the Moorish community and you are Moor, then I'm talking to you. If you are Israelite and you are the original Hebrew, then I'm talking to you. But black is a label. African American is a title. Know who you are. The great I am. Know who you are. All right, you can't go in there, especially in a court of law, and say I'm black. You know, and real quick, let me say this too, and let me throw my disclaimer, okay? If you seeking legal advice, go and get your attorney, get you a lawyer, all right? I'm not a lawyer. Don't take no legal advice from me, but just real quick, does this make sense? You get stopped for a traffic violation, whether you was speeding through a residential community, we'll just say that. You're doing 40 miles in a residential community where you're only allowed to do 25. Cops pull you over, give you a ticket, you go to court. Shouldn't that be a civil action? Not a criminal action, but a civil action? Most times and oftentimes, you've been charged as a criminal. But if you didn't vandalize any property or no one filed a complaint, why are you being charged as a criminal? Now, my guess is they run a game on you in order to extract revenue from you. If we charge you as a criminal, we can extract revenue from you. But if we tell you it's a civil action, you can make motion and have it thrown out. If you don't know no better, you can't do any better. If you know better, you do better. All right? So again, let me just get back to the point, of saying we need to be accountable and step up to the plate and do what we have to do. Let's be father to our children. That's a start. Let's respect the women. That's a start. And women, regardless of what shade, let's learn how to respect women. All right. Let's learn how to let's learn how to fellowship. All right, and respect your fellow man. That's a start. And that's what I'm saying about our issues. Okay. If you live in the community, I'm proud to say I live in the city of Stonecrest. We're predominantly the wealthiest minority city in all of Georgia. Hell yeah, I'm proud. Now it's like with the city officials and the politicians, what are we gonna do to thrive? How can we pick up our city? If they don't want to bring us a Whole Food store and a Sprouts, how do we create one for ourselves? If they don't want to fix up our landscaping, how do we pick somebody from the community and say, let's fix up our doggone landscaping and fix up our areas and do without what is it, plight? Is it plight? Anywho, help me out, guys. And all of what I'm saying is, we can't expect them to do everything. Let's do it. If you guys remember Black Wall Street, in fact, Black Wall Street, if you never heard of it, go and do your homework on Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, a thriving black community where they can give each other jobs and we can depend on each other. All right, let's get back to that. If it was possible then, it can very much be possible now, but we have to pick up the pieces and quit pointing the finger. We're spending too much time and energy. All right, I'm not saying forget the past. Let's use that as motivation to say, you know what, we finna doggone, we haven't broke yet, we still here. We still thriving, we still here, and we going hard. All right, but it starts with us. And like I say, our biggest enemy is ignorance and hatred. I mean, in 2020 alone, you know how many rappers died from gun violence? From gun violence. The police out here killing us too. So you got the police out here still killing us with some old racist and hateful hatred. Then you got us out here being ignorant and full of pain and up in our feelings and emotions. Man, they killed Nipsey. Nipsey was supposed to be like a made man, meaning look at what he was doing for our community as a people. You know how many people he was going to inspire with what he was doing? That shouldn't have happened. We got to start looking at ourselves, man. We got to start looking at ourselves, and we got to do better. We can't keep on hiding behind the white man and then doing the same shit that they doing. Let's hate them like they hate us. We better than that. If you know who you are, if you know what cloth you cut from, we better than that. We always have been. I mean, scientists even teach that we're the dominant race. We will dominate. I'm talking about every aspect of life. If we're given the same chances that the whites are given, meaning that they're starting at the same starting line, we would dominate. If they can produce 100 Teslas, Elon Musk, or produce 100 Bill Gates, or 100 doggone or Einstein, if they can produce 100 of them, we can produce 10,000 of them. Meaning given the same opportunity. If they think they fire in sports and they got a Tom Brady or a doggone Peyton Manning, we got thousands of them that will come in and dominate 10 times more on every level. Hell no, they don't want to see us on top. They want to dominate. And like I tell most people, have you ever seen the powerful surrender to the powerless? So get out of your feelings. You up in your feelings. Get out of your feelings. Learn how to control your emotions. And that's a start right there. That's another one of our issues. Too emotional. All up in our feelings. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but have control is what I'm saying. Have control. You know what I mean? Because like I say, it's tearing us down. But back to those guys who dying left and right. It's something we're doing. The same genre of music, we created a lot of genres from rock and roll to the blues, you name it, jazz. All right, many of you know that. With this particular genre, rap, this was a way for us to make it out. Okay, a way for us to make it out, earn some money, and get back to where we need to be and on the board. Look at what we're doing. Look at how satanic it's become. It's been infiltrated. It's been infiltrated. And we could say, okay, the so-called Jews are at the top. And the reason I say so-called Jews is because Revelation speaks on it. And if I recollect correctly, is that the book of Genesis or the book of Deuteronomy speaks on it too. Those who pretend to be Jews that are not, but synagogues of Satan. Who out here pretending to be Jews? If the letter J was invented in the 1500s, what was the name for the Jews prior to the J? And who stole who identity? Who the only ones running around here who've been robbed of their culture, their heritage, their name, their respect, their dignity? It's a lost tribe running around here who don't know from whence they came and don't know. So, like I say, that's another story. But all of what I'm saying is, if these are the guys at the top when it comes to the hip-hop industry, then it's now satanic. It's been tainted, man. It's been tainted. Like you can't. I mean, back when I was coming up, you could be respected as a dope MC, lyricist, or a gangster rapper, and people will respect you. And you make your money, you provide for your family, and you one less person out of the way. Now you can't even go in and earn. I mean, they getting paid more now than ever before. But at what cost? At what cost? What's coming with that? A lot of them rapping about more poison, dumbing down our community. There you go again. That's our issue. That's our issue. Signing up to preach about a lot of poison. Oh, I drink, I smoke, I shoot you down. Don't run up on me, I'm gonna kill you. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck that bitch. That's on us, man. That's on us. That's something we sign up for. Oh, I'm gonna rap about my life and I'm gonna rap about all this poison and then get the money and go and buy Gucci and brag on it. Going by these foreign cars that we don't make and brag on it. We got to be held accountable for that type of stuff, man. We got to be held accountable, and we got to talk about that more, and that's something we can fix in our community. Like I say, and like many of y'all that grew up listening to Goody Mob, like Big Gil said, man, and it's still standing out, man. I'm tired of going to our community and seeing trash everywhere. We doing that. Whites and Mexicans and Asians ain't coming from West Bubblefuck just doing that. We doing it. I'm talking about it's the slum, and we do it. You know what I'm saying? Lack of education, lack of finance, motherfucker become hopeless. They just give up and don't care no more. That's something we have to deal with. These are the black issues I'm talking about. Yes, the white man been out there on the fucking rampage, been barbaric and savages. I mean, yeah. They done killed all the Aborigines out there in Australia. They going around colonizing throughout Africa, lying, stealing, and cheating. And I'm talking about stealing the ancient arts, taking it to the British Museum, London Museum, and they been doing that. They on the rampage. But again, if we so powerful and we the kings and queens that we know we are, and we the dominant race, and we learn who we are, shoot, man, it ain't no stopping us. We got to get to that part. All right. So a lot of these changes start with us. And like I say, we have to initiate. If you see these little youngsters out here and they going the wrong way, pull them to the side, man. Do the best you can. But like I said, start with you as the individual, the man in the mirror. All right. So like I say, man, I ain't want to keep y'all this long. Like I say, I just wanted to touch on it. And we're going to talk a lot more about this because like I said, we got issues. All right. Look at what the women doing to the men in the community. Look at what the men doing to the women. And it's a vicious cycle. All right, you did me wrong. Now I'm going to do you wrong. You know what? I'm a blood. Oh, you a Crip. I'm going to shoot at you. I'm going to shoot at you. Oh, you done killed my cousin. Now I got to go and kill somebody in your family. And then it just continues. It's a fucking hamster wheel. And then all of the music now, like, it's polluted, man. It's tainted. It's tainted. It ain't even cool to sing about nothing positive anymore. All right? Uplifting, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, that's something we can change and something we need to do. If they help us and you got some whites that will. They say, you know what? I know what y'all going through, and I know the history. I know. Check out Tim Wise. I mean, he got some pretty good books, and you know what I mean. And like I say, some of y'all may not agree with Tim Wise. Y'all might, look at Jane Elliott. All right, and the list goes on. But like I say, we just got to keep pushing, keep fighting. These are a lot of the black issues that we face. We don't even know who we are. We keep calling ourselves black. That's a label and it's a color. It's not who we are. All right, that has to change. If you never heard of Noble Drew Ali, do your homework. I just had my daughter to do a report. She did it. She knocked it out the park. Learn about Noble Drew Ali. All right, he talked about the Moorish science. Talk about chattel property. And like I say, that's going back to black laws. A lot of the lawyers study black laws. I myself had the 5th edition and I also had a 9th edition. I dib and dab, like I say, again, I'm not an attorney. And I do my homework. You seek, you shall find. At one point in time, I started out calling myself a Baptist. You know what I mean? But like I say, that has to change. You got to do your homework. Like I say, when you look up Christian black codes, go behind me on a lot of this stuff. And like I said, if nothing else, be entertained. But if you get the message and you get what it is I'm saying and you can better yourself, please do so. If the Lord Jesus Christ make you a better person and teach you love and peace, then hey man, I'm all for it. If Allah, or the Prophet Muhammad make you a better person, hey man, we have to step up to the plate and be held accountable. All right. If you practice Judaism, Hebrew Israelite, know from whence you came, know who you are, do the best thorough research you can. And like I say, man, I can sit here all day talking about this. I hope it wasn't contradicting, but like I say, the main point is the black issues that we have in our communities. I'm proud of my city. Hopefully we continue to rise to the occasion and be the set the trend and keep the ball rolling and motivate other cities to do exactly what we're doing, like a Harlem, Watts, the old Auburn Avenue, and just get back that Black Wall Street. So that's my time. If you rolled it out this whole time, like I say, let's create a dialogue. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.